Greetings and welcome to Make It Make Sense, where today we're going to dive in to the phenomena of speaking in tongues, where millions of people all around the world will speak in a language that they themselves do not understand and no one else could understand. But where that kind of mindset came from, or what they believe that is happening to them to make them speak and act that way, doesn't align with the book that they're reading and claiming that they get this information from. Because, for example, the Bible clearly states that those who speak in this universal language, whereby everyone could have understand them in their own language, that they first of all had an experience of a mighty rushing wind. And they also had an experience of tongues of cloven fire above the head. But I'm telling you from experience, unless you experience the boat from the skull, the boat from Golgotha, unless you understand that the virgin boat is a boat that takes place within, is a spiritual boat, a boat that takes place in secret, you'll never understand or know that the upper room is here. You see, many religious people, they never gather in any even physical, literal upper room. But yet they believe that you had men who gathered in a physical, literal upper room. But when you understand this upper room, because you understand the Bible metaphysically and esoterically, and you understand it psychologically, then you know a disciple is a follower. And what follow you wherever you go. It is your own thoughts that follow you wherever you go. So when you come to a place of illumination, you come to a place of transcendency, and you transcend to a higher realm, you will see things that others cannot see. You will hear things that others cannot hear. And you speak things that others may not understand unless they're on the same vibration and frequency like you. Okay? So it wasn't until I would have had, that was a bee. Bee there almost stung me. Okay, so I had to get away from it. Okay, yeah. Unless you would have had that inner experience and that awakening, you will never know the liars and pretenders who are mumbling a bunch of gibberish and think that they getting engulfed in their own emotion and being delusional that they've been empowered and high. It is stated that when you have this experience, all things will come to your remembrance. Because what you are here seeking is remembrance. Why am I saying that? It is because you're born in a state of forgetfulness. You're born in a state of amnesia. There's nothing you can remember when you are a month old, or 2 weeks old, or 3 weeks old, or when you were 3 months, or 6 months old, or even 12 months old. You can't remember anything. So you're here and you're seeking for yourself. You want to remember. Okay? And so when you've been empowered through this great experience of experiencing a mighty shaking that takes place within, then you will understand the language of vibration. Okay? And when you ascend as a fiery being, then you will know that you carry the spark of God in you. You know that God is light. Then you will understand also the elements of earth, wind, water, fire. And you being a spirit having a human experience. And it will make sense to you. But for the many people who are claiming that they are speaking in this language without ever had those kind of experiences, they are speaking nonsense. Okay, so I'm just teaching you how to make sense of it based on the experience that I would have had. So with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I hope what I say, it makes sense to you and it really help you to think, because to really provoke you to think and to be honest with yourself, because if you never really had the experience, how could you claim that you have received this power when you never really have the experience? And here am I speaking from experience. That experience is what have enabled me to put a lot of books together, like The Secret Vagina, Mystery of the Virgin Birth, and so on, and the many other books, which you can just check out the link down in my description, and you have more than 10 books to choose from. Okay. Also, if you like to get more information on what I'm talking about, or go deeper into what I'm speaking about, you can link me up with a one-on-one. You can drop me an email and we can definitely arrange a one-on-one. Okay. But whatsoever is your desire, my encouragement to you is to make sure that you check out all of the links that are down below, and definitely let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. Because whatever you choose to do in life, do not be conformed, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Everything is mental and everything is psychological. Everything has to first be a thought, it has to first be an idea, and it has to first be imagined. So many people are taking a book, which is a book of mind science, and they're thinking that it is a religious book, and they're deceiving themselves. Okay, so let me leave you with this quote, that all is mind, everything is mental, everything is psychological. Every word is the expression of a thought, and every action is the expression of a thought. There's nothing you can say or do that wasn't first in the mind. All great invention came from the mind. Even money that we use every day as a medium of exchange on this planet, it is the expression of a thought. It's mental, it's psychological. That is why both poverty and prosperity is of the mind. So poverty is a mental disease, and prosperity is mental healing. That is why, unless you get a true mental healing, you wouldn't know that you've been brainwashed to believe that the Bible is a religious book. You've been brainwashed to join a religion. You've been brainwashed to join a church, because you fail to realize that everything that happens in your life, that you are the cause of it. Because thoughts become things, and we become what we think about most of the time. Whatever you think upon most of the time, that is what you will end up doing or saying, and that's the life you will end up living. Okay, so as a man thinketh in the invisible, so shall it be established in the visible world. Which means everyone is naked. Nothing can be hidden. Nothing is in secret. Okay? So the people are claiming to be empowered from on high and speaking a bunch of gibberish, say they're speaking in tongues. They are brainwashed and deceived. It is telling you of the universal language that you will speak when you awake from up here. Okay? This is the upper room. Okay? So, with that being said, my brother and my sisters, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me, what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encourage you to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram, you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you like to do a one-on-one with me, you can just drop me an email. Also, if you want to join my university, I have my Free Thinkers and Seekers University. And weekly, I post a masterclass there to help you in your spiritual journey. Also, if you want to become a part of my Patreon community, you're most welcome. And I have a course there for people donating $20 or more dollars. It is called the Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And along with that is a bonus course on self-concept. So my last encouragement to you is to make sure you check out all of the links that are down below. And definitely let your intuition lead you and guide you into what to do. So with that being said, I just want to say peace. Love you all.